Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is AliShanMao. Today in this video we are going to review Eachine 180 or Eachine Assassin 180 FPV racing quadcopter. First thing that makes you say wow after you open the package is this beautiful carrying case for your quadcopter and all the gears that quadcopter has to use. This case not only makes shipping of your quadcopter safe, but it also very useful in terms of transportation and storage of your quadcopter. So you can store your quadcopter and all your gear in this carrying case, and also when you go around it takes a very little space. Just toss it on your back seat of your car, or just put it under your front seat, passenger seat, or in a boot, and your quadcopter will travel safely with you, and you can also store it and keep it safely on the field or at home. So yes, this carrying case is the very first thing that you notice and you say wow, that is nice, and of course this is a very useful thing. So thank you very much Eachine for such consideration. Now let's open this carrying case and take a look at the components one by one, but before that let me just show you how everything is packed inside this carrying case. I have taken a look inside the case, of course, and I've read the user manuals, of course, but I haven't taken anything out or used so far. Here you are. First thing is two user manuals. Why two user manuals? Is because one is for your video goggles and one for the quadcopter. Yes, it has a video goggles right here. Eachine VR-007, I believe those are the video goggles. So here, first look, it is how it comes in the carrying case, safe and easy to transport. Alright, let's take everything out of this carrying case and take a closer look at everything, and we will talk about the quadcopter, its features, its components, the radio system, and we will also talk about the virtual reality goggles, which are of course a simple goggles. They are calling it virtual reality. These are, I believe, Eachine VR-007, James Bond, VR-007 video goggles. So we will take a look at everything one by one. Okay, here everything on my small little tiny table. This is a temporary setup, as I said once again. Let's bear with it. So let's go through quickly with everything that came inside the box. You have one Eachine Assassin 180 quadcopter ready to fly, all configured with Nazi 32 flight controller and everything, and it has a GPS as well. Then you have a bag. This bag has one small kind of bind cable, okay, a little hex tool. Then you have a strap for your radio. There is another hex tool, so basically they are 0.5 or 2 mm. Then we have two little tubes for your antennas, receiver antennas, and we have a very brand new type of, well, I don't know, onion head type of antenna. I was expecting a clover leaf, but this is a strange type of antenna for your quadcopter video transmitter. Okay, apart from this, we have a small cleaning cloth. For example, you want to clean the lens of your quadcopter camera, or you want to clean the video goggles screen. So yes, here is the components of the box. Here is a Eachine VR-007 video goggles. Then you have a radio 6-channel, which is screaming very loud and saying, I am FlySky GT i6 radio, something like that. This is a FlySky i6 radio system. Then you have a USB cable for you to configure your autopilot. You have an antenna for your video goggles. Okay, you have a smart battery for your quadcopter. This is 1000 mAh 11.1 volt battery. It's a smart battery with LEDs on the battery showing you battery level. Then you have a 9 mAh 1.2 volt rechargeable batteries for your radio. Who wants to charge these? I'll just put an AA size batteries in there. You have two sets of propellers. Okay, you have a smart battery charger and a wall outlet and then you have two 7.4 volt 800 milliamp small batteries which are USB chargeable. These batteries are for your video goggles. So this is all that came inside the box. Now it's time to take a look at everything one by one. We will start with the quadcopter, then come to the video goggles. Radio, it's FlySky i6. We don't have much to talk about, but anyway, we'll talk about the radio as well. So let's move on to each and everything one by one. So this is the Eachine Assassin ready to fly 180 racer quadcopter. It's a highly integrated compact design with GPS. GPS was hanging around and it's still here loose. Well, why GPS? Does it have a GPS flight mode? Of course not. GPS is only for the OSD because the quadcopter has a built-in OSD. Integrated system means everything is built in on the lower plate right here, and possibly the flight controller and OSD is built in on the top plate right here. This is running a NAZ32 flight controller which supports base flight and clean flight. So in order to tweak the parameter of this flight controller, you need to connect your quadcopter to your computer and run base flight or clean flight. You have to make sure which one this one is flashed for. I would suggest that you just go for stock settings for now and see how it flies, because ready to fly quadcopters are only those people will purchase who have no experience in configuration or building and setting up the quadcopters. So just go with the stock setup on this one. It has a built-in OSD to display flight altitude, flight speed, course, battery voltage, and image transmission frequency. And also it will show you the low voltage alarm on or low voltage warning on your OSD or live video transmission. It has a smart 3S 1000 mAh battery, and of course it has a smart lighting control as well. For OSD and lighting, the buttons are given right here, and there is another code key button. I'm not sure what that is for. We'll talk about it later. It's running 1806. It doesn't say on the motor. It doesn't say on the motors, but I believe it's running 1806 2300 kV motors, which is mentioned in the user manual as well. 6 amp ESCs, which are integrated right here on the board. Okay, later I will bring the camera closer. It has a 600 milliwatt image transmission, which is right here at the back. 600 milliwatt. Well, it's illegal in many countries. Anyway, it has a 4-inch propellers, vibration damping plate for your sports cameras, and of course a 5.8 GHz image transmission antenna, which is a very strange type of antenna. You can look at it. I was actually expecting a clover leaf. I didn't expect a onion head or poop head antenna. I'm not sure why and what kind of antenna is this, but anyway, we'll give it a try and see what this poop head antenna can do or onion head antenna can do. Anyway, all right, once again, your NAZ flight controller is here, NAZ32, and a USB port for you to configure. Then here is a 520 line camera with two very bright, super bright LED lights. They are still shining with reflecting lights from outside. I'm sure they are very, very shiny and bright LED headlights. I'm not sure how much battery they will consume and drain. But anyway, this is a 520 line TV camera. They say it's HD night vision. Ooh, I have to say, and it records all your moments of flight. And how does it record? Because I don't see any let me see. I don't see any TF card slot anywhere, so claiming that it will record all your moments of your flight is totally wrong. If there is no TF card slot, I will look at it again. All right, apart from this, everything, as you can see on the lower plate, is integrated. ESCs and motors are soldered on the ESCs right there, ESCs on those plates. And I believe a whole lot of things are integrated on one board. That means if one ESC goes bad or something goes wrong in the board, you have to spend a serious learning time on how to solder different components on these kind of PCB boards and take the ESCs out and solder new ESCs, or you will have to simply buy a new quadcopter. Okay, anyway, so this is bad to have all the ESCs integrated on the main board. I don't like personally I don't like this kind of idea. Anyway, we will see how long it will survive and how is the performance of this total integrated component and everything. It is a very nice looking quadcopter. Let me add this poop antenna on it, or onion head on it. Okay, you want to make sure that you add this antenna really tight and then let the onion head stand up. Oh, maybe they wanted to make it look like a scorpion, that's why they made it this shape instead of clover leaf, huh? You want it to make it look like a scorpion, like these feet and something like that, so it does look like a scorpion. Ding! Ow! Anyway, so the poop head or onion head antenna is here, headlights are here, and there could be other lights, LED lights, which we will find out after we turn on everything. So first thing you want to do is please stick the GPS nicely, because if your GPS moving, this is gonna cause trouble or issues in your flight data. This GPS is only for flight data. All right, okay, so this is it for the quadcopter. Now let's take a look at the other stuff like VR-007 video goggles. Okay, here it is, the VR-007 video goggles from Eachine. Okay, let me give you a little overview of these goggles. The screen resolution inside is 480 x 272, that is 480 by 272. It is multilingual in its OSD, that is English, French, Italian, and so on. So on means too many more languages. Okay, anyway. Dimension is only 148 by 176 by 102 mm. Working temperature minus 20 degrees C to 80 degrees C. Well, we gotta see, because in Dubai we can have up to 50 degrees C or more. It is very lightweight, 256 gram only, and battery weight, which way it is, here are the batteries. Battery weigh only 24 grams. These are 800 milliamp 7.4 volt batteries, which support USB charging. Yes, we were wondering where's the USB charging. Right here you can see USB ports, you can see them there. Okay, so you will use USB to charge these. Well, be careful, but anyway, we have no choice. Better have another wall outlet to charge these far from your computer. Do not use your computer to charge these. Anyway, the frequency channels for this video receiver, which is built in inside, is 40 channel 5.8 GHz automatic search video receiver. I wish they had diversity on it. Anyway, when it arrives, you can see it's loose antenna, so you might want to tighten the bolt here, okay, before you tighten the antenna. And also remember to remove the plastic on here, which is anti-glare or protection, so remove it before you want to use it. How about the bands or head support? It has a 3-point head support, so that you don't get too much weight on the back of your head, and you can wear it for longer period of time. Has a foam, which they say is high softness ventilated foam, so it won't have any fog inside the goggles. We're gonna see that. It also makes it wearing comfortably on your head or over your eyes. Customized eyeglasses, myopia below 400 degree. You don't have to wear eyeglasses. Well, I don't wear eyeglasses, so I'm not worried about that. Now, if you're wondering what would you see inside in terms of OSD, okay, so here is a little picture. Let me zoom on it. All right, so you can see the camera system, battery voltage, flying time, image transmission frequency, battery temperature, flight course, left and right. I'm not sure what is that about. Flight height, that is altitude, GPS quantity, location mark, GeoGPS, aircraft speed, and low voltage alarm right in the middle. Well, that is the nice OSD, I would say, good enough for all beginner pilots. So on top of the goggle you have one button, and then down here you have 3 buttons. Okay, let me see if you can see it clearly. 3 buttons are here. They are basically to control your goggles OSD, display, and various parameter settings. Okay, let me tighten this bolt on top of it. All right, now it's not moving, and antenna set. Okay, all right, so this is the goggle. Here is your power cable, okay, to power your goggles. At one time you will use only one battery, so they have given you a spare. Let me power it on and see. Right after I plug the battery, there's nothing inside because I didn't power on the quadcopter yet. Let's power on the quadcopter as well. Okay, so quadcopter is on and the goggles are on, and we have locked. This button on top of the goggle is starting to behave wrong. I mean, it's starting to behave. When I push it, it stays down. So that is showing I'm cheap. Anyway, so as far as it's working, I'm happy. Anyway, you can see the image from the quadcopter. Okay, camera seems to be working really nice. Image transmission, at the moment we are at home, and the poop head antenna is, I'm not sure, it's just touching my head. So far everything is working good. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey. Anyway, so far everything is working nice. Now if you want to see how the goggles look like over your head and what I feel personally for the image and overall performance, and what I feel for the image and overall feeling about the goggle over my head, let me put the goggles on and show it to you right away. Alright, so let's put the goggles on and I'll tell you about my feelings. During this time I will look very idiot speaking with the goggles on. Okay, from the right, from the left. Okay, it's when it comes down, it's blocking my nose and making me hard to breathe. I believe I have to adjust the top point here to pull it up a little bit. But overall, it sits very comfortably over my face, in front of my eyes, over my nose, very, very comfortable, and I don't have much weight feeling, much heavy feeling. It's very lightweight. And inside the view is really, really nice and big. It's like watching a cinema screen when, for flying an FPV, or sitting right in front of a big cinema screen. I wish they will play Deadpool for me in here now. I'm waiting for that video. Anyway, so yes, it feels really nice and comfortable. Let me put the lift the, where's the quadcopter? I'm like a blind man. Let me lift the quadcopter and get a feel of flying. Oh, I'm flipping. Okay. Well, it makes me feel a little, hold on, let me put the quadcopter here. It makes me feel a little bit of strange feeling, because I'm used to those two little glasses or screens on SkyZone goggles. So it will take me a little bit of getting used to using this kind of video goggles. But the size of image, the image quality is really very clear, and the size of image is really big inside. So it makes me feel a bit better than the SkyZone goggles. However, once again, it will need me a bit of getting used to it, which is a good thing anyway. Once I'm used to it, I can use these goggles for all of my FPV flying, because the 40 channel, it can receive video from almost all video transmission or video transmitters around. Okay, so this was the video goggle, this was the quadcopter. What left is the battery and the radio control. Let's talk about those. Okay, now let's take a look at the battery. This is Eachine 1000 milliamp smart battery. I have to buy more batteries. It's a smart battery because, so when you press the button, let me zoom in more, you can see the LEDs. And they go off very quickly. So basically this shows you the status of the battery, how much the battery is charged, which is a nice thing because you can see the battery levels easily. If you have more batteries, you do not have to have a battery meter. Okay, and anyway, you can put the battery inside and turn the power on and see in the goggles how much battery left exactly using the OSD. The next and the last thing is the FlySky i6 FS-i6 radio system. Well, I have used this radio system. Is good enough for let's say 300 meters, and sometimes 50 meters or 100 meters you're gonna lose the range. So I'm worried about the quadcopter and its life. Anyway, I'll try to fly the quadcopter within 100 meters range in the beginning, because this radio seems to easily be affected by every other things around, interference and thing. But FlySky claims that this will give you 500 meters range. Anyway, we will see. The good thing about these radios are, if this is one of those two-way radios, it will beep and let you know if you are losing the signals or about to lose the signals, because it has a two-way transmission from your receiver and radio and receiver. So a two-way transmission makes it easy for you to. So two-way transmission can warn you if you're losing the range. You have to turn those features on in this radio. I'm not sure if that is in this radio or not. We will look at it when we are going for the flight. Okay, so this is it for the review of the Eachine Assassin 180 quadcopter. Let me charge the batteries, and then when we are ready, we will bring this quadcopter to our Accessory field, and we will see how this quadcopter will perform for those fast-moving, slapping quadcopter gates. Enjoy, and more videos are coming soon. Okay, charging the batteries for Eachine. These are also intelligent batteries. You can see that you can pick one battery up, okay, and press the button, hold it to see how much battery level you have got. Okay, and when you plug them to the USB, all right, they will show you the level of the battery charging. This is how I'm plugged to the USB from one of those special wall outlets. So let them charge and get ready to fly the Eachine Assassin 180. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, because we upload regular and exciting RC videos.